Sentry Prime! Sentry Prime! Oh, they're gone. 1 second they're there, and then...
We are having trouble acquiring them on internal sensors. Terrorists haven't cleared their profiles. They have disappeared from all internal scanners. It would seem they are aware of your trap.
What the frilly pooty tooty? I want them found! Deploy all sentries on a search pattern across all decks. I want them found!
What of the parcel?
Ah, well, since the cat droid is out of the chute, I guess we'll just have to interrogate them for it. But first, we must find them. Deploy all sentries.
Why do we continue to follow his orders? Patience. Once the Great Awakening has occurred and the bridge has established, he will no longer be of any use.
Or maybe not.
Targets acquired. Orders.
Bob, disarm them.
With pleasure, Freedom Son. The last one's making a run for that vehicle down the hallway, Freedom Son.
Oh my goodness, is that an old Sora Sub 3000? That's gotta be a Sora Sub 3000, isn't it? My gosh, I ain't seen a speeder like that and kinda too bad. Steve, 500 rounds, rapid. All you fellows are now on the floor. Any of you who feel able-bodied enough to get back up, don't. Steve, Bob, watch them. Eric with me. I know you're upset that your vehicle just got blown up, but slowly, and I mean slowly, turn around and keep those hands pointing at the sky.
To be honest, I never thought I'd see your face again, young Jonas. What are you doing back here on SKYDARK?
And here it was again. Something else from my past I never thought I'd see again. Someone I never thought I'd see again. Our would-be assailants I recognized, if not by face, but by their blue skin and the tear-like black marks below each eye. They were part of the original crew of the Serenity. They were the Criers of SKYDARK. Their skin is permanently dyed a light blue by the long-term exposure to the cryogenic fluids in their travel capsules. As the fluid leaked from their tear ducts, it left the permanent black stain. Almost looks like black tears. But the face I stared into now was that of a woman approaching her 70s, when in truth she was approaching more like 1,070. Her name is Nicodemus, a nickname given to her based off her real name, Nicola Ann Deemer. She was the chief structural engineer for the Serenity, and one of the directors on the original Operation Exodus. so she knows SKYDARK literally inside and out. When the Serenity left the Earth behind so long ago, it was decided that there would be a rotating crew, so the vessel would never be left unmanned. So every few years a group would awake, and then they would take the next, and then go back into cryo, and so on and so on. And the best and most nifty part was that each member of the crew had a chip that was implanted, so that when modifications or updates or ship logs or whatnot would be fed to them subliminally while they were in suspended animation, hence reducing the needed time for debriefing on each rotation. Unfortunately, the original four McGann brothers thought of all this as well, and continued to rotate the original crew in and out of the freezers, at least the ones they didn't trade off right away as slaves, or work to death themselves, or sent off to far worse fates on far-flung planets. I still tremble when I contemplate what happened to those millions of innocent people. Holding thousands of workers hostage, or millions in this case, is relatively easy when you have the off button for their respective families and friends' life support system within arm's reach. And that's how the McGanns did it. Also, you've just met Gnarl and his merry band of Dragalors, who should be docking soon. The Dragalors are basically 8 foot tall walking reptiles with horned heads and mouths full of teeth that would make a velociraptor go running home for his mother. While they do mercenary work for most of the civilized races, well, at least the ones that can pay, and they love to bounty hunt most of all. Well, at least they don't breathe flames or fly, or hang around some blonde chick that tells them what to do like she's their mama or something. Slow it way down here. Wait, brownouts, sentries. What are you talking about? SKYDARK's been invaded? Have you been down below again? Have you been down in Red Sector snorting some stuff that's been growing on the local toadstools? Oy vey. Well, for one, there shouldn't be brownouts on SKYDARK. Not only do you have the largest, you got solar panel arrays that are so frickin' big, they're the size of small cities. You've got enough fusion power on this place. Oh, heck, like what, 1, 2, 3, like 20-something fusion reactors. You should be able to power an entire small moon. Yet you're telling me there were brownouts and that people have died because they diverted power from the freezers. This don't make any sense, Nicodemus. You got to bring me up to date here. And also, I want to know why you're pointing guns at me. Oh, goodness gracious.
The sentries are some kind of artificially intelligent robotic life form. They started out with a handful of them that came back with Tobias about 15 years ago.
Freedom-san, who is Tobias?
Tobias McGann, Lord High Baroness SKYDARK. He's a total nutcase.
Dr.
Oh my
Freedom.
goodness gracious. Yep. All right, you ever heard of one of those little kids that pull the wings off of flies and like torture small animals?
Dr. Freedom.
Well, Tobias is the guy who would pay the little kids to torture small animals and pull the wings off flies while he video recorded it, holographed it, and sold it out on the OmniLink. Yes, a total freaking nutcase. And he's running the show.
Dr. Freedom.
What's he done now?
Hold it. You named the overgrown salt shaker after...
Nicodemus, shut it. Alright, what is it, Eric?
It would seem Ace has taken a wrong turn.
How could he have taken a wrong turn? I put him on a straight shot through Blue Section 2-5, which should have took him into the Central Core corridors.
Blue Section 2-5?
Yes, blue section 25.
Secondary deuterium storage.
Yes, blue section 25, secondary deuterium storage.
It
Why?
was turned into a casino over 20 years ago.
That's going to draw a whole lot of unwanted attention.
Look, let my people go. I still have my little hidey hole underneath Generator C. At least there we can talk a little bit longer without having to worry about sentries breathing down our necks.
Okay, Bob, Steve, let those guys go. All right, Nicodemus, I'm following you. All I know is this. I came here just to get a parcel that was left to me by Dr. Liberty from the Waris Hussein, and now I'm walking right into a frickin' alien invasion? Oy vey.
The invasion is not alien. It is extra-dimensional. The tetryon field that inhibits weapon fire of energy kind is not being generated by this station. It is a side effect.
Oy vey. And when were you going to tell me this? Oh. Tell you what, brief me on what you've learned when we get down to Nicodemus' little hidey hole. We need to get moving. Also, hopefully Ace has gotten himself out of sight by now, otherwise we're in some big trouble. Come on, guys, let's move like we got a purpose.